Marcus had been married to Claudia for 3 years, and in that time, he learned two things. His family was loud, messy, and loving, and Claudia did not like them. She tolerated holidays, nitpicked his mom's cooking, sighed at his dad's recycled stories, and treated his sister, Harper, like a nuisance. He kept hoping it would improve. It didn't. One bland Tuesday night, Claudia sat down with a glass of wine and said, "I'm tired of pretending I like your family. Your mom irritates me. Don't invite me to Christmas." She expected pushback. Instead, Marcus said, "Completely understand." He meant it. Something clicked into place. If she didn't want the people who made him feel most himself, maybe she didn't want him. He slept in the guest room, stared at the ceiling, and admitted the marriage had been wrong for a while. In his sock drawer sat an expensive secret, a $25,000 ring upgrade he'd planned for their anniversary. The next morning, he returned it. The jeweler processed the refund, made a small speech about cutting losses, and recommended a good lawyer. On the drive home, Marcus felt lighter than he had in years. 2 weeks later, during a lunch-hour coffee run, Marcus met Sophia. She was a third-grade teacher, practical, quick with a joke, and unimpressed by his watch or car. She asked if he was married. He said it was complicated and that he was leaving. She said to text her when it wasn't complicated. He followed through, boxes, paperwork, clear steps. They met again for burgers and bad pop music. It felt easy. No tests, no mind games. She dropped ketchup on her sleeve and laughed. He realized he hadn't seen that kind of unguarded joy in his home for a long time. They married quietly at the courthouse. 2 witnesses, simple banns, no performance. When Christmas came, Marcus brought Sophia to his parents' house. His mom hugged Sophia like she'd been waiting for her for years. His dad handed her a beer and a bad joke. Harper declared, "Finally, someone normal," and pulled Sophia into the kitchen to help with stuffing. They ate too much, told the same 5 family stories, and played charades. Sophia snorted laughing and didn't pretend she hadn't. Marcus looked around the table and thought, "This is what it's supposed to feel like." That night, Harper posted a photo set, matching sweaters, kids photobombing, Sophia grinning beside the tree. Claudia saw it. The next morning, Marcus woke to missed calls and a train of messages, accusations, insults, bargaining, and an odd deadline. "You have until January 3rd to respond before I move on." He ignored everything. He didn't answer calls. He didn't dignify the deadline. Claudia escalated. She messaged his friends and colleagues, claiming Marcus was unstable and needed intervention. She DM'd Sophia to say she was a downgrade. Sophia replied once, dry and short, and blocked her. Claudia called Marcus's mother to cry, then tried friending his dad on Facebook. His dad sent a meme and blocked her too. It would have been funny if it weren't exhausting. Marcus documented it all. Screenshots, timestamps, a neat folder labeled evidence. When Claudia began showing up in person, waiting in his office lot, coincidentally appearing at his grocery store with an empty basket, standing on a treadmill at a members-only gym without a membership, Marcus called his lawyer. They filed for a restraining order. One evening, Claudia violated it in the most avoidable way possible. She went to his mother's book club, again. The group called the police. Officers checked the order and arrested her for the violation. It was humiliating, but it finally put teeth on the boundary. Word got around. HR at her firm discovered she'd been harassing people during work hours using her work phone. She resigned before they fired her. Her mother called Marcus to plead for leniency. He declined calmly. Actions, consequences. After that, the noise faded. Claudia stayed away. Marcus stopped waking to buzzing phones. He and Sophia built a small, ordinary life: work, dog walks, cheap date nights, school stories, family dinners that ran too long. His mother and Sophia swapped recipes and memes. His dad called Sophia the upgrade, so often it became a family joke. Harper formed a group chat mostly to roast Marcus's high school hair. The house collected small proofs of peace: graded papers on the coffee table, dog toys under the chair, leftovers labeled with sticky notes, laughter that didn't feel forced. Months later, while cleaning a closet, Sophia found last year's Christmas album. There they were in knitted sweaters, the kind you'd laugh at but never throw away. In the same box, Marcus's phone held the old text that started everything. "Don't invite me to Christmas." He showed it to Sophia. She tapped the photo of the table crowded with too many dishes and too many people. "Best gift she ever gave you," she said. He nodded. "Sometimes the door you're begging to close is the one that lets life in." Looking back, Marcus realized Claudia's tests had never been about love. They were about control. Approval was always conditional. Prove your loyalty. Isolate from your family. Accept that love is transactional. When he refused the premise, when he said, "completely understand," the test ended. Not with fireworks, but with paperwork and resolve. The rest unfolded in a straight line. Return the ring, tell the truth, follow through, protect your peace, document the madness, choose quiet over spectacle, choose substance over status. Not everything needed a comeback. Some things needed a boundary and silence. As summer rolled into fall, plans for the next holiday began. Menus in motion, sweaters promised, charades, trash talk starting early. In the group chat, his mom sent heart emojis. His dad sent a thumbs up, Harper sent 3 gifts in a row, and Sophia posted a picture of a half-burned test batch of cookies with the caption, "Round 2 will be edible." It was domestic and small and perfect. Claudia's name didn't come up. Not in bitterness, not in gossip. She had become one more thing they used to know, like a restaurant that closed or a street that got renamed. If someone asked, Marcus could tell the story in a sentence. "My ex told me not to invite her to Christmas. I didn't, and that saved my life." The longer version had police reports and legal filings and a gym manager named Brandon who aged 5 years in 10 minutes. But the real story was quieter. He stopped arguing with someone who hated what made him whole and chose someone who loved that part first. On an ordinary night, with the dog snoring between them, Sophia asked if he ever wondered how it would have gone if he'd fought for Claudia that first night. He thought about hollow victories and expensive rings, about walking on eggshells at a table built for laughter. "I think I'd still be trying to pass a test with no right answers," he said, "and I'd be failing the only one that mattered." They turned off the lights. The apartment hummed with life, fridge whirring, heater clicking, dog dreaming. Somewhere in a photo album, a sweater looked ridiculous. Somewhere on a phone, a text aged into irrelevance. At the next Christmas, there would be too much food, too many stories, and just enough room at the table. And when the camera timer blinked, they'd all lean in. Someone would blink. Someone would laugh too hard, and the picture would come out imperfect and priceless. Proof that, once the noise stopped, the good parts had been there all along. Thanks for watching. If you like Story PL, subscribe.